Since the legalization of abortion, over 5 million babies have been killed. A small percentage of those are babies who are conceived by rape or incest. A small percentage are also done for the health of the mother. But by and large, the majority of those abortions do not fit into those categories. In New York City, between 2012 and 2017, more black babies were aborted than came to live birth. More babies were aborted in the African American community than brought to live birth. Do we believe that Black Lives Matter? We are very big right now dealing with the coronavirus on saying that we want to follow the science, just the science. The science right now says that a baby can live at about 21 weeks. That's about halfway through a pregnancy. What is magical about the day you give birth? If you protect an abortion, which they do in New York, right up until the moment of birth, what's the difference? A month before? 2 months before? The baby is still viable outside the womb. Our hearts have been hardened. Our hearts have been hardened so that we do not see the truth. And I do not blame women. If men think that this is wrong for abortion to exist, then we need to reach out and protect women. We need to make sure that families are healthy and holy, that women are protected from violence. If we do not commit ourselves to do those things, our work for the protection of unborn life will go nowhere. Because those who are pro-abortion will say, well, look at The Handmaid's Tale. If you make abortion illegal, you're going to get Margaret Atwood's dystopian view. We need to preach the truth. And the truth is that each life is sacred. But we also need to defend that in the world. We cannot say one without the other. We seem to be like children. Once you see the baby, well, then it's got rights. But before then, well, it doesn't. We have the same problem with poverty. Do our hearts break over people who are poor? Or do we simply say, well, I don't have to look at them? Do we work to save the environment and our climate? Or do we say, well, that's for generations to come? We don't need to worry about that. It's the same thinking. If I can't see the effects right now, then they don't count. Or maybe we like the idea of America first. That's essentially what we're saying with abortion. We're saying, well, mothers first and the babies don't count. We can never come to justice. We can never come to peace unless we work for peace, unless we work for justice across the board. Sometimes people will quote Cardinal Bernardine of Chicago, who gave a talk saying the seamless garment. Well, the problem with the seamless garment is some people said, oh, well, unless you're willing to end capital punishment, we're going to let abortion go. And that's not true. We have to work for justice in all areas. Because if we say we're going to work for justice in all areas except for the unborn children, we've hardened our hearts. We are part of the problem, not the solution. So we need to protect women. We need to protect the poor. We need to protect Black lives and Hispanic lives and whatever non-European right. We need to protect people's rights. We need to watch out for the poor and the homeless. That can happen when we understand that God's justice must pervade our society. But for today, this is the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. For today, we need to focus on that one part, protecting the lives of the unborn. We can't miss that part. I caught flack earlier this week because on the day of inauguration, I prayed. I said, we need to pray for President Biden because I believe he's going to attack the Catholic Church. It wasn't an anti-democratic or an anti-democrat statement. President Biden makes no secret of the fact that he's pro-abortion. I think that the Catholic Church will be attacked. It does not mean that I think that Trump was some great friend. It's just a statement that we need to pray for President Biden the same way I asked everyone to pray for President Trump. But I was specific about President Biden because he is Catholic. And it is very dangerous for a Catholic politician to say, I can be a good Catholic and be pro-abortion. There's a problem there. So again, pray for politicians. Pray for Republicans. Pray for Democrats. Pray that we will work together for true justice, because it is the only way that we will have true peace.